Okay, as you can see, we've got red indicators. And we're in the UK, and the Department of Transport doesn't like red indicators in the UK. So we're going to be changing them to amber. What we're going to be doing is moving the indicators into the reversing light socket housing thing there. And because we will still want to keep our reversing lights, we're going to be using a cheap set of switchback bulbs. And the other thing that we're going to need is a load of cable, just 3-core. We're going to do it real easy, no messing about with modifying the existing wiring. We're going to be doing it the simple way by running a cable to the, I've got the hazards on here just so that you can see, running a cable to the front of the vehicle and picking up feeds from the front indicators and the brake light switch. So let's get on with it. Now you see what's happened here is that I've taken the lamp covers off and had a look inside, and these natty switchback LEDs are too big, so I can't get the cover back on again, the lens. As luck would have it, I've got some of these, which are exactly the same thing. They're just a bulb rather than the complete unit. That means that I've got to do a little bit more work, but it's only changing a light socket. I'm sure we can manage that, and I'll show you how that goes on. Right, let me get you in here and show you what I've just been talking about. Here's the lamp unit. This is the switchback LED that I was originally going to use, and when that goes in the back of the lamp unit there, it hits that lens at the front, so we can't use that. So here's the bulb one in a bulb holder, which is for a Jeep XJ Cherokee, a phase 1 up to 1996. Only needs a little bit of modification, but when that's in, you can't see it very well, but it doesn't touch at all. So that's what we're going to be using. It means that what we're going to have to do is file out some of these lugs so that it matches the Jeep bulb holder that we're going to use. And once those are filed out, that'll pop in and seal. That's got a seal on it and everything ready to go. And we'll see how that goes. There we go, all done, all filed out. That fits nicely there, and the lens fits on it as well. You're going to have to take my word for that, because I haven't got 3 hands, but you'll see in a minute. Right, I just wanted to show you how these switchback bulbs work. They fit into a normal BA21, I think, bulb socket, which is the twin filament stop tail socket. They have a standard earth, and then they have 2 inputs into them. one powers the white light and one powers the amber. The amber always overrides the white. So the white light will be, no, that's amber. The white light comes on when you connect that one. So that will be your reversing light. So that'll work as a reversing light all the time, as long as there's power to the reversing lights, obviously, when you're in reverse. And then if you're in reverse and indicating, it goes to amber. Also, if there's no power to the white, it's just amber straight off, which obviously is for your indicators. So that's what we're going to be putting in here. This is the offside, the passenger side on an American vehicle. This is the cable that we've just run in, which is going to go across to the other light and then down along the chassis rail to the engine bay, where we're going to sort it out up there. It's a 3-core, but we've cut the 1 core off. It was a black one, not that it matters, because the black one we're using for the indicator on the other side. The red is the brake lights, and that's been looped across. The green is the new indicator for the right hand side. So we've got our switchback LED unit there with our nice new Jeep fitting, and we've got our 3 cables that come off. Earth goes to earth, pretty self-explanatory. Then where that was the live feed there, which was for the brake lights and the indicator, so that has been disconnected. That was happily already on a spade connector, so I fitted a new spade connector to the, which one there, I fitted a new spade connector for the that's for the reversing light. That goes in there. That was on a spade connector already, so that got disconnected. And then the other one off the back there is the feed for the indicator. And then our new feed for our brake light goes into the existing brake light stop tail unit, which is where that one was plugged in. So that one out, that one in. So basically what we've got is our side light and our reversing light still getting power from the main loom, which is here. That was the original loom. And then our new loom provides indicator and brake light. And it's just a case of putting it all together now and running the cable in from behind the wheel well on the driver's side all the way to the engine bay. Now we're in the cab. This is where we're going to pick up our new feed for our brake light from the back of the brake light switch at the top of the brake pedal. We've dropped the loom through a hole in the bulkhead where some of the wiring comes through. We just now need to remove this panel and this panel here to give us access to the brake light switch, which we'll do now. Right, let's get you in here and show you what I've found. So, let me find something to point with. Here we go. Right, that there is the back of the brake light switch. And on this particular vehicle, which is a 1986 GMC 1500, you've got 2 connections on the brake light switch. You've got one at the front there and one at the right at the back here. The one at the front is for the brake lights. The one at the back is something to do with the original either automatic transmission lock or the cruise control, neither of which this truck have now got, but I've left it in anyway. You can see this little block connector here which comes off the back side of the brake pedal switch. That went into that connector there, which via that yellow cable, which the white one goes up to the existing loom, and the grey one I believe is because this vehicle had a tow bar at some point and it was for the towing electrics. So I could just chop into that, but what I'm going to do is just disconnect both of those because they're not needed now at all, And then here is the red wire that's come in from the loom that we've just run underneath the vehicle to the back lights. Put a spade connector on it. We're going to connect into that existing connector and we should be all good to go. And here we are at the front. Taking the grill off, the headlights around, and I've routed the new loom in following the existing loom down through the heliflex. So is our green one because we're on the offside. So this went to the offside indicator on the back. We've just got to splice this in now to this blue cable here, which runs down to the indicator. I know it's the blue one because I've just had my test on it, and that goes live when the hazard lights are on. So I'll make that connection and take it from there. There you go, that's the finished article. One amber indicator. MOT man will be happy. And that is pretty much it. Just to recap, we ran a 3-core cable starting at the passenger side tail light, across to the driver's side, and then along the chassis rail to the engine bay. We connected one wire to the brake light switch above the brake pedal and the other 2 to the front indicators. We used LED switchbacks, but you could just use normal amber bulbs in the reversing light sockets and convert the wiring to suit it. You could even add a separate reverse light if you still needed it, or you could add those little standalone LEDs in the lamp housing next to the indicator bulb to get the same effect. If the video's helped you, drop me a like, and if you wanted to subscribe too, then hey, it'd be nice having you around. If you've got any questions, then ask them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.